Welcome to Discount Lots, guys. My name is Matthew Perdomo. I'm one of the account executives here at Discount Lots. Behind me is the property that we're going to be talking about today. It's one of my favorite listings that we have in Discount Lots out of 600 properties. So that says a lot about the property, okay? It's a 0.23 acre lot in Punta Gorda, Florida. I really like this property. So let's get into it. Hopefully you'll like what I like about it. And by the end of this video, you'll be purchasing this property before somebody else does. All right, so with that being said, let's get straight into it. We're gonna start from the home screen, right? Discountlots.com. Obviously it doesn't have me. It has our owners in it by themselves. And over here, you can enter in your information if you want some information on some of the other properties that we have, okay? Just put in your name, your email, and your phone number so that one of our account executives can reach out to you. If you wanna reach out to me personally, my cell phone number is 661-485-5032. That's my direct cell phone number and I'll help you out. Now, let's go straight into the property that I am interested in. So this is a 0.23 acre lot in Punta Gorda, Florida. It's part of Charlotte County, Florida. So it's a 0.23 acre lot. So when you get on the site, it's going to give you some basic information. It's going to tell you straight off the bat, it is $289 a month for 120 months. We'll get into that. I want to go through the photos first, okay? So over here, you can see the photos of this property. This is a street view. You can take a little look at this property. Okay, I'm gonna give you some aerial views, but for right now, let's take a look at these properties. Electric poles, straight out the bat. We know we have electric poles. Take a look further, okay? Now we have our lot lines over here. It's gonna take it out for you. We have paved road access, so we can get a lot of idea of what this property is. And I'm gonna go through why I like this property. You know, looking at the properties, look at this, 6 minutes away from a Walmart Supercenter. So this is the main reason why, not the Walmart Supercenter. But you saw the paved roads, you saw the electric, you saw a couple houses in the area. What does that tell me? You're in a developed area. So if you're looking to build a home in an area, this is one of those properties that you're gonna wanna get. Sorry. This is one of those properties you're gonna wanna get. Why? Because there's a lot of development in the area. You got paved roads, you got electric. That's half the battle right there, okay? So let's keep looking at these properties. You got a country club 4 minutes away from the property. And then we get back to the property, okay? Now, if you scroll down in this page, you're gonna see the property price and whatnot. This property goes for $34,681, okay? Now, this price right here is the pay in full price. That's the price that you're gonna pay if you wanna pay up in cash, all right? You're gonna get a huge discount for it. If not, if you wanna do the regular price, I'll get into it, but just so that you know, when you get into the regular payment price, that's all you pay. After you do the payments, that's all you pay, okay? You're not gonna pay anything other than that. There's no interest in this, so I'm gonna get back to that. First, I wanna continue scrolling down into this property because I wanna show you more about this lot. All right, so property location. This is what I really wanna get into. Before we get into that, I wanna confirm what I'm gonna say, and I wanna give you an idea. Down here in the property details, take a look at these property details. So in these property details, you're gonna see, all right, the parcel number. You're gonna see the county. You're gonna see the state, obviously, the parcel size. And you're gonna see, obviously, like I said, Punta Gorda, got a little mixed up, but I was right at the end of it. Here you have the zoning, residential single family zoning. Okay, so this is where you're gonna build your traditional home. It's good because that means that you're not gonna get an area where there's gonna be people building, you know, trailer homes and, you know, a bunch of different style homes. No, these are traditional looking homes. These are all properties that are gonna have a foundation. What does that mean for you? That means that for you, your value on the property is not gonna go lower or anything like that, right? It's just gonna continue to rise as more homes come into that area. So property value is an important thing. And then you're gonna have the taxes on this property, $340.96 a year. That is the taxes of this property. And then when we could go down, it's gonna say for water, sewer, power, Okay, so with all these things, I always recommend you call the county. You know, here it's going to say contact the county for water, install, you know, you would need to install a septic tank. Let's check that out, because that might not necessarily be the point. You know, sometimes the city does have a water in place in developed areas. So let's check that out. And then the power, it says there's power in the area. I can, you know, you can affirm to that. You already saw it in the current pictures, but now let's go straight into it. All right, this is a small little map that we give you so that you can get an idea of the property. You can zoom out, you can move around. If you want directions to the property, you can copy and paste these GPS coordinates, or we make it so much easier for you. Just click on the link here. It's gonna give you directions to that property from your location. Now, I'm gonna use this function where I'm gonna show you a larger view of this property. Now, let's get into it. Now, why I like this developed area. Right off the bat, you can see tons of homes in the area. It's not just like, you know, undeveloped areas. So this is why I like it. Zoom in a little bit. You're gonna have areas obviously that are a little bit less developed. Let's wait for this to load. And you have a little bit of areas that are not developed, but you still have a ton of homes in this area. Okay, now you have, they said a Walmart Supercenter 6 minutes away. Not only that, but you have a Publix right by here, down the street. This is down the street. 10-minute walk max. Okay, you have a Publix. Then over here, you have a Walmart Supercenter right over here. Okay, across the street from Applebee's. You got Starbucks in the area. You have Planet Fitness in the area. You have McDonald's. There's a Taco Bell. There's a Wendy's. You have a lot of things in the area. Okay, then you have a park over here. You can see that there's a large park over here, and then down over here you have your country club. So you have an Italian steakhouse. I mean, there's tons to do here, guys. You have the river right by here. Look at this river right over here. And then the best part, Boca Grande right over here. Look at the beach. This beach is not far from this area. If you wanted directions to this property and you're going, you know, to Boca Grande, you got a 40-minute drive. That's not bad, guys. Boca Grande is such a beautiful little area. They got a beach park. They got a dog park there. There's got so much in that area. But let's get into this property, because I really want to show you this property. You can see all the homes in this area. I want to get our street view on this property. Now, I'm going to start off right in front of the property, and then we'll make our way outside, okay? So that we can get an idea of what's in the area. So this is the property right over here. This is the property. Pretty, looks like the pictures that you saw. All right, this is the property. You have the electric poles in the area. You have homes in the area. All right, look, ton of homes. Let's go down the street. Why am I going down the street? Because you're gonna get a lot of information as you continue going down the street. Over here, you can see homes. Let's continue going down the street a little bit. Let's see what we can get. All right, pretty not much anything. That looks like sewer right there. City sewer. That looks like city sewer, so we'll confirm that. Look, city sewer. So you got city sewer in the area. You probably would be able to get into that instead of installing a septic tank. Here's another little home over here in the area. Let's go back out to the street. So this is the street that you turn into your property over here. Now, this is the 2011 view. Let's see what the newest view of this property is. Okay. Perfect. So here's the newest view. Here's what the home in the area looks like right now. I want to come out real quickly, and right off the bat, I see something that I really like. Let's get a 2001 view here. All right. What do I like about this picture right here, guys? Besides the new home that's already being built in the area, what is this? It's a fire hydrant. It tells me that there's city water. Do you have a really good chance of getting city water in your property? This is not a far distance. That's where the property is. This is where the fire hydrant is. You have a really good chance of having city water. Now, before I go down to where the Publix area is, I want to take a look at this. This is the new home that's being built. Obviously, a little bit more of your modern home, but it's really nice. It's going to bring your property value up. Over here, we're taking a look at what else we have. This is another home. And then once again, right here, guys, this is what I see. I see sewer. Okay, so that's a really good sign. You have your power poles again. Let's continue down a little bit. Let's see what else we can see. This is the last home I'm going to take a look at. All right, another sewer, sewer grades. Okay, let's get into this area a little bit. This looks like it has more of a updated street view. All right, so they got ADT, right? So that tells me what? It tells me that there's probably telecommunications in the area. All right, so you probably have phone service in the area as well. Alrighty, perfect. So there we go. We have a really good idea of what's in this area. I want to get back to what our street is. This is where our street is. All right, let's go down the street a little bit. Let's see what we can see from the other side. Why do I do this? Because I want to get a good idea of what's in the area. Sometimes buying online isn't the easiest, but if you go around, you do your due diligence, you're going to get a really good idea of what's around. Here's another sewer. All right, so right there, we have our phone, and then here's the city. You have a little bit of town, shopping centers. You have a couple other little things in this area, and continue forward. All right, so that gives you a really good idea of what's in the area as far as what we're looking at home-wise. So I've already confirmed you have pretty good chance of city water, you have a good chance of city sewer, and you already know you have electricity right over the property. That's going to cut down, getting amenities immensely. All right, so you're in a good area. You have people in this area with pools. Okay, that's going to usually tell me that there's probably a good chance of city water. So right before we even contact the county, you already know some of the things that you have in this area. Here's a couple of the other homes, another pool. So really develop. Look at this. This is a nice looking street. These are nice looking homes. Okay, so you're getting into a developed area. Now let's go into Zillow. Why am I going to use Zillow? I want to get a good idea of what the value of some of these properties are, or these homes are going to be in this area. So let's take a look over here. Let's go over here and let's see. So, all right, so this is a little bit look of the area, right? This is the property, right? Now these 4.7s, they don't really mean much, guys, to be honest. These don't mean anything because it's black. What you want to see is the red, yellows. That's what actually means stuff. Reds means it was just sold, and yellow, red means for sale, yellow means just sold. All right, so you can actually see that here. See, they don't have anything for black. These little 4.7s, they don't mean anything. So don't go based off of that. You want to go based off of what's actually real, and what's real is what's actually been sold or what's actually in the market. So one of the houses right behind it, let's take a look at it. $335,000 home. All right. This is a $335,000 home right behind your property. They built 1,800. They used a 1,800 square foot home. All right, and they put it on. Let's take a look at what their size of their acreage is. 10,018 square feet. You can do 0.23. Oh, I'm sorry. 2.23 acres. Let's take a look at 0.23 acres real quickly. 0.23 acres to square feet. That's 10,018 square feet. That's the exact same amount, guys. 10,018 square feet. Okay, so this is the same exact home. They built an 1,800 square foot home, decent size, 3-bed, 3-bath. Okay, and it does look like they. I wish they had more pictures, but looks like they have a little bit of a backyard. So they did pretty well with their footage. Here's another home around the same thing, $333,000 home. This is not a built home yet. This is one of those new construction homes. So you can buy a home already done for $333,000. And I'll tell you why this kind of information is important. Now let's see what was just sold in this area. Yada yada yada. Not really seeing much. I see this home over here was just sold 8/11/21. So this is probably a smaller looking home, older looking home. So that is why they did that. So we have a good idea of what's going on, right? The older homes selling for $222,000, newer updated home. Look, this person bought their home, the one that we just saw for sale. That's $335,000. Look what they bought it for, $197,000. They bought that home for $197,000, guys. And they're already selling it. Look how much they're selling it for. Look at that. They're getting, look how much they're selling it for. There's a huge difference. Huge difference. So value is going to be going up in this area. Boom. Love this property. I am loving this property. So, well, what's another thing we want to take a look at? So the last thing is, let's get to the nitty gritty. Price, right? So I glanced over it before. $34,681. That is the price for this property. Okay. Now I told you if you wanted to pay cash, you can get to $21,999. All right. So let me go with the. I want to start off with the payment plan first. That's what I want to start off with. In my opinion, you're not going to find anything better than that. First thing off the bat, there's no credit check. All right. There's no credit check. There's no background check, and there's no income check. Okay. All of our properties, anybody can purchase. All you need is a total of $301. That's all you need. 301 total is all you need to get started on this property and all the properties that we have on our site. So if you have $301, jump in on this. I'm going to explain it to you real quickly. $301, what does that cover? That covers the down payment, and that covers your documentation. Documentation is going to be the contract that we use. It's a purchase agreement that as long as you make the payments on this property, you're allowed to use the land. Once you finish making those payments, that's when you receive the deed to this property. Okay, so let's get into it. What's an example of this? You put the 301 down, what happens? All right, you can choose 3 different payment plans. 289, 120 months. Do the math. 289 times the 120 months. That comes out to $34,680. What did I tell you the price, guys, is? $34,681, just $1 short. Why? Because you put $1 in the beginning as a down payment. There's no interest on this. There's zero interest on this. You're only paying the value of the property. Now, you're buying some land for $34,000, and you see some homes going in the area for $300,000. That gives you $300,000 of room to play around with, you know, to use, right? Essentially. So let's look at this. Now, you can do that plan. If you can afford a little bit more, choose the $469 for the 60 months. Okay, 60 months is 5 years. You'll come out to $28,140. You're gonna save a pretty good chunk of change. That's about $6,000 that you're gonna be saving just by paying it off in 5 years instead. So we give you some options to save. Okay, and then the last thing, if you don't want to do the cash price, but you feel like you might have some cash coming in, you can just choose any of our plans. All right, once again, 10, 5, and this is 3 years. You can choose any of our plans. If you pay it off in 1 year, this is a company policy. You pay it off in 1 year, you will get the same as cash price. We consider that the same as cash. What does that mean? You'll get to $21,999. Now, lastly, if you just want to pay the cash price and you don't want to do the payment plan, we're willing to do it. Let's do it. Let's do it today. All you need is $500 today. That's all you need. What is the $500 going to cover? So let's get into that real quickly. So do today, $500. That $500 is going to cover your initial payment and your documentation fee. After you pay that $500, this process is a little similar. You're going to get your paperwork in 24 to 48 hours. That paperwork is going to be the transfer papers. What are we transferring? Obviously the property into your name. So you're going to get that paperwork. You're going to sign it. You're going to send it back over to us using DocuSign. And once you send us that paperwork back, we'll send you a link so that you can pay the remaining balance. As soon as you pay that remaining balance, we will submit that information into the county. That's it. We wait on them. It can be pretty quick sometimes. So take a look at that. So these are the options if you want this property, guys. Now, sometimes we get some people asking, how do I know this is real? Look at this over here, guys. Accredited business. What does that mean? You click on this link, you're going to be able to see our BBB page. You can see we have 5-star reviews. You can also see that we're an accredited business with A rating. All right. So that is one of those things that you definitely want to look at when you're buying some of these properties on these other sites. I know that sometimes you say, well, you might think you find something a little better. Are they accredited like us? I don't think so. So definitely check this out. Last thing, guys, 0.23 acre lot in Punta Gorda, Florida. This is a great value, great price. If you like this property, reach out to me directly. My cell phone number is 661 485-5032. I definitely want to get you into this property. If you think that you see that you like this property, you want to see some of the other properties in Punta Gorda, reach out to me. If you want to see any of the properties on our site, reach out to me. We have over 600 properties available right now on our site, guys, and it's the same thing. 301, that's all you need. This property is not going to last long. I see right here, if you scroll down, we always tell you how many people are interested in this property. Obviously, you know, it's a bunch of tech stuff that goes into it. That's how they know how many people are interested in it, you know, based off how many times people are clicking on the same site, how many people are asking questions about this property. So 25 people are interested in this right now. I can guarantee you guys this is not going to last long. Reach out to me. Once again, my cell phone number is 661-485-5032. If you do not want to reach out to me and instead you want to reach out to, you know, the company, you're more than welcome to do that. Down at the bottom, you'll see our toll-free number, 866-808-7809. Click that number. Let's get you into this property. All you need is a debit credit card. That's it. Once again, this is Matthew with Discount Lots. It was a pleasure having this talk with you guys and spending some time going over this property with you. I will go over some more properties soon, and so keep an eye out for our videos. Subscribe to our YouTube page so you can continue seeing some of our new properties. Click the like button. We ask that you do that so we can get this in front of more people. Subscribe to the page so that you can get those automatic updates as soon as you see something new come up. And just one little tad bit of information, we have more properties in Punta Gorda. We have a ton. So if you know somebody that wants to buy land, if you have a family member that wants to buy land, you guys can get some property.